Developing tonight, Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders has set a new date for the special election to fill the District 26 seat in the state Senate. The new date will be set for January 6th for the primary, then March 3rd for the special election, a primary runoff which will happen on the first Tuesday of February if needed. Change comes after the state Supreme Court ruled the governor had to change the date, saying the original June election date was too long to go without elected representation. Governor Sanders says her office still plans to challenge that decision. You can follow any updates on the appeals as they come into our newsroom on 5newsonline.com. The Maysville Volunteer Fire Department is coming together in support of one of their own after one of their volunteers was involved in a serious motorcycle wreck, putting him in critical condition. 5 News reporter Laura Castleman shows us how the community is rallying around a hero.
Colby Amos, who was on his way to EMT school, suffered severe injuries in the crash and is now left in critical condition. The Maysville Fire Department is rallying around him, determined to support one of their own through his hardest battle. On November 11th, Colby was in Pryor, Oklahoma, when a devastating motorcycle crash changed everything. He's now left on a ventilator, but he's far from alone.
Having somebody in the hospital is never an easy thing. We got to go see him today.
Colby joined the department as a junior firefighter a year ago. Chief Derek Kennedy says it was always his dream.
He paves the way for a lot of the younger kids, especially 18-year-olds and up, to get that drive to serve in a service that is slowly dying.
Chief Kennedy says when one person is hurt, it's felt by the whole town.
Everybody knows about it. We stand together, and there's nothing like it. You can't get that in a big city.
Their annual Thanksgiving benefit will now be in support for Colby.
We're rerouting all of those funds from that benefit straight to Colby's family for incoming bills, just loss of wages. It doesn't matter what you do in your daily life or who you are. When we stand together, it's what a good human being does.
Even now, Colby's impact hasn't stopped. He's still pushing people to show up for each other.
If you're willing and able, get out there and take care of your communities, because someday you might need them.
Chief Kennedy tells me that Colby remains in critical condition, but he is stable. And the team is holding on to hope as doctors plan for surgery on Tuesday. The community, his fellow firefighters, and all who know him are praying for a strong recovery. Laura Castleman, 5 News.
The chief says the department is hosting that chili supper dinner on November 22nd at the Maysville Firehouse, with all donations going to Colby. Well, developing tonight, Clarksville firefighters were called to battle a blaze at the old ice plant building this weekend. They shared these photos taken at the scene of the fire on their Facebook page. The call came in overnight, and firefighters spent around 14 hours battling that fire. Several pallets of compressed cardboard were involved. They say it's still smoldering and producing smoke, but the fire is under control and no injuries were reported. Well, an annual tradition on the UA Fort Smith campus is back again this year. For years, fans at one men's basketball game have been throwing stuffed animals on the court during the game, all for a good cause. And 5 News anchor Darren Bob tells us it's back Tuesday night.
It's a scene that you won't find at your ordinary college basketball game, but this is no ordinary game. At this game, there is no admission. Fans only have to bring stuffed toys to get in. After the first points are scored, they can throw those toys onto the floor. Head coach Zane Gibson says it's all about giving back.
When Coach Newman originally started it, it was about our university supporting our community. You know, one of the rules that we still implement today when we talk to, the people that help organize the toy distribution afterwards is that we want these toys to impact kids inside the River Valley.
Ty Frederick is a junior guard on the team and says he's very familiar with this game.
I grew up coming to this game, so it's nice to be on the other side of it now and just to make a difference in these kids' Christmas and give them a good holiday.
Dylan Newell is with student activities on the UA Fort Smith campus.
The goal is to kind of just give those who maybe won't get a Christmas an opportunity to kind of have some joy.
As for the toys, Newell says they'll find a good home.
We will be donating them to the Salvation Army here in Fort Smith, as well as the Fort Smith Boys and Girls Club will get an amount of those toys. And then we have a food pantry on campus that also provides some other resources for students and families. So we'll keep a small portion of the toys for that pantry as well.
After all the toys are picked up off the floor, Coach Gibson says it's time to refocus.
It's like, okay, now it's a basketball game. Like, it's a real game. It counts. We've got to refocus ourselves back down and start playing good basketball. to make sure that we, end the night the same way we start the night, which is on a happy note.
In Fort Smith, covering news where you live, I'm Darren Bobb, 5 News.
Such a fun game. If you don't want to bring a soft toy, you can bring a hard toy. Simply drop it off at the front gate. It'll be swapped out with a soft toy that you can then toss onto the court. Everything starts at 6:30 Tuesday night at the Stubblefield Center. And an iconic artist wrapped up a milestone celebration today, marking 30 years of welcoming the public into his Goshen studio. The George Dombeck Studio and Art Gallery hosted its final day of open studio events this afternoon, closing out 3 weekends of celebration. His watercolors, sculptures, and art glass are featured in museums and collections across the world, including Crystal Bridges and the Arkansas Arts Center. And today, a film crew was on the site shooting for The American Dream and Selling Arkansas, an episode that will feature his home and highlight the growing art scene in the Ozarks.
Alice Walton she started all with Crystal Bridges Museum of Modern Art, and they're bringing more galleries, more artists from all over the world. And I just want to let everyone know that NWA has all these wonderful things to offer.
Support of all these people you see here has really given me the freedom to paint every day, and I practically have.
Dombeck says they do these open studios 2 times a year. It's a chance to see his latest work up close and the place where it's created.